Hey, how's it going, Anthony? Hi, Twistina. I was just jumping on for a little bit. Bo doesn't like it when I'm talking. He went to the other room. I was just going to list a few things on eBay and take some pictures while I was doing it. I figured I might as well go live. I got quite a few people jump on here on last Saturday afternoon. Kind of needing some watch hours. After doing all the 55 videos, I realized that I had so many hours. It was going to take me forever, and so I didn't understand that live hours or lives give you so many more watch hours. So I appreciate anybody for joining and asking any questions and chit chat. And Twistina lives in Springfield, Missouri. She saw me at the um, mailbox place the other day. It's kind of funny. Small world. She was one of my first people that started watching my videos too, which is funny. Maybe it's kind of YouTube algorithm. What you up to today, Anthony? What you up to today, Anthony? It's probably your day off. Doing those lives all the time. I know how busy you must be, so. Leaving the bins, yeah. Can't help but source a little bit. Get anything good? You don't have to spoil it or anything. I know you're probably putting a video out. Everybody join Pittsburgh if you're in my chat and you like to watch resellers. I have a Willie McGee autograph I'm going to put up. It's pretty nice. Perfect auto. Toys and plush, yeah. And it's hard not to. Every once in a while, I see $1.50 to $2 plush that are Disney here. And if they're small, I'll pick them up. Easy to ship, small, easy to store. Usually sell for over $10. I've got $15 in my flea market booth. Hey Harry, how's it going, man? Thanks for joining. I've got $15 for Tiggers that I paid like 50 cents at for a garage sale, but they were huge. So I joined up Harry. He's about 730 subs, something like that. He knows a lot about collecting. He knows what people really are out there wanting to buy on eBay too. Yeah, seriously, Twisting. It was funny. I need to share this out on Twitter, I guess. I'm trying to get used to all this. I don't know how to do this stuff, honestly. I don't know if I can do it while I'm live. Yeah. Because I don't have the Twitter account set up on my computer yet. All right. Any questions, just hit me. Hi, Simply Dana. Thanks for joining again. How are sales for everybody selling? Just drink a little. This is mango coconut water. I used to drink a lot of Mountain Dew, so it's almost like Mountain Dew, but no carbonation. Good for you. 6 pair of shoes. Nice. Where'd you go? Goodwill, probably. One sale. Yeah. Yeah, they're putting a huge Red Racks DAVs, putting in I don't know, it makes you wonder if they're going to put a bins in. They're bought a whole grocery store. putting a whole. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens. They're so overpriced with the other store. Little Dave, are you a reseller? I don't think I've seen you in the chats. I probably know you, but everybody join Pittsburgh. Great channel. Harry Humstone. They both create. Simply Dana. I don't know. Do you create Simply Dana? I was just taking some pictures of for my eBay, putting some stuff up, hoping people that are getting their tax money back or thinking about going on eBay, buying some stuff, collecting stuff like I used to do. Because when I used to get my tax returns back, I would buy collectibles and think about investing. That's just kind of how I did it. I learned a lot from just all these resellers, just knowing how to take a picture for eBay, just knowing how to put it in square mode. My pictures are so much better than anybody that sells sports cards. Pretty much anybody. I stand out. It's kind of crazy. And then I got the box lights, which make a big difference on the lighting. Cool. Yeah, I know I've got you. I figured you're going to. Whenever you're going back and forth seeing everybody, you're watching, see how everybody's doing everything. Yeah, I understand that. That's why I'm doing this. It's kind of nice. It's gonna be crappy weather for a week, so it'll just make me get everything because I have to tag up a bunch of stuff and take it to my flea market booth. I need to change around my flea market booth and get it all rearranged because that's one thing. One thing that I think, the flea market booth and antique mall booth, it's almost worse than probably what Walmart is. People just grab it, don't look at it, and just throw it back. And so, and I can't get in there every day. And so I'll have to come, go and come back and I'll go up there and it's just decimated. People take stuff and leave it somewhere else. So that's one of the few things that's not very good about it. But I have a smaller one. Ultra Gaming YT YouTube. Nice to join us. Thank you. Appreciate Red Racks and Salvation Army. Yeah. Flea market. Well, I only have one month of the flea market. It was the month before Christmas, so it's kind of be hard to gauge. But I sold $500. I put in my video. I think it's 530 something, and I figured I made 200 and something on it altogether. But I got rid of a lot of stuff that wouldn't have sold on eBay. I took a lot of stuff off eBay and put it in there for almost the same price and sold. And I put like a lot of video games. They all sold stuff that 426 I am. Know what that is. Video games that wouldn't sell on eBay because it's so watered down on eBay on the crappier versions. Hi, how's it going, Georgina? Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. I've even sold a bunch of DVDs that I'd rather watch YouTube, so I don't watch DVDs anymore. If anything, I'd stream Netflix or something. So I don't know. I'm just selling all that stuff, kind of paying for rent and sell Pokemon in there, and people buy it. I don't know much about it. I don't really care. Thanks. Appreciate you. Georgina, she's in the UK. I like watching what other people have to do in other countries. It's just interesting to see their points of view. You can figure out, they can tell you things that you hadn't thought about for here. I like watching the Aussies too. Zahir is awesome live show. I don't have anything really to say. I was just coming in to grab some watch hours. I know people are around in the States kind of sitting around Saturday afternoon, some of us, and not doing much. And I was just going to be listing some stuff, taking some pictures while we're sitting here and putting some stuff up on eBay. the Chiefs are playing in the championship game tomorrow, AFC championship game. I got a Christian Okoye autograph card I was going to put up. Might go for a little bit of money. You prefer the overseas people too? I'm sure you do. You guys have to deal more with eBay too. There's more Amazon stuff over here. I like Z a lot. I like when his wife comes on, and they're fun couple. I love the couple of pickers. They're a fun couple. Be nice to have someone that could have the same problems to, have the same fun too. All eBay, yeah. I'm all eBay anyway here too. Amazon, it's kind of hard at the beginning. They gate you into one thing, so then that means everybody's in that same category, and so it's just harder. And you can sell those same things on eBay. They just want to send it in and not have to deal with it mainly. I don't mind since I know shipping and everything here. Do you ship overseas? I've always wanted to ask people. I've never really asked that, Georgina. Or do they do it the same way here? Or do you have to ship it to a place and then like a third party and ship it out for you, or do you ship it individually? I'm glad you're in here. That's a question I've always wanted to ask. Oh, thanks, 426. I appreciate it. I'll come back in here and sub to you too. I like to see everybody's content. I like to see how everybody creates. I don't care what your channel is. If you create, I know how tough it is. Everybody that does it knows. Yeah, is out here in Bex. Is that her name, Bex? Cool, yeah. I ship everywhere. I do it myself, not the GSP way. Yeah, I did GSP just because I didn't want to have to worry about it, but I'm starting to get to where I want to open myself up to it. But I hadn't really been full time. I have a lawn business and I do power washing, and this is mainly just fun, but it's kind of taken over because it's just as much fun. Somehow, some way. Thanks for letting me get some watch hours in here. Trying to drive it up. I'm way back. If anybody that makes videos, they know it's hard to pull them all out unless you're just so fantastic right off the bat. Anybody have any questions for me? I'd love to. Hey, Frugal Franny, appreciate joining. Any questions anybody has for me? I got a flea market booth, and I got a antique mall, and I know most people got their families and stuff today, but I figure I might catch some people wanting to waste their time. I was gonna show Bo, but he doesn't like it when I talk, so he took off. He was sleeping up there. Probably thinks I'm crazy. Like, oh, great, here he goes again, talking to that board. Hey, Tanya, thanks for joining. Yeah, I've always wondered how, is it easy to ship there and right in the UK since it's fairly close together? Is it almost all the same rates? Is what I mean, I guess. I don't know. I was wondering how that is. Because like me, the farthest away from me is basically South Florida, and it's about the only time I really get overly. California is not too bad. What am I using to make my videos? The ones that I'm creating and I'm doing my intros and stuff. I'm just using my 9 Plus Samsung. It's done fine. I even take it down a notch from I record it in medium quality because it takes so long to process if I do it that way. So I don't, and you can buy a tripod on Amazon for like $15. I don't have it in here. It's got rubber, clip in there. Just make sure you take it sideways, and you can take it this way, so it'll come out right, or you take it this way and then flip it in video editing. It's not too hard. And then this comes out pretty good on your laptop. I got an HP Envy. Hey, Flippin' Hustler, flipping on eBay. Yeah, it's a good channel. I watched his Colorado excursion today. That looked fun. It's ironic because my buddy Road Warrior Reseller, he's putting one out, which I need to tell him I'm doing this. He put one out. He's going to be putting one out, and he went to the Colorado Springs bins. And he said it was a pretty good. I think it was bins. It may not be the bins. It was at least Colorado Springs, at least a retail store. And he said it was really nice, and it must not have been the bins, but so I'm looking forward to seeing how he did it. And it's his first video, and it should be a good one. Thanks for joining. I'm sorry, I'm missing things now. I'm not very good at this. I'm not using a microphone now. I need to get one. Frugal Franny can't stay long, but want to drop in. Thanks for joining. I appreciate you. Good luck on the move, and I know it's hard this time of year. Yeah, it's so cheap here. Yeah, in the UK. I figured since everything's kind of close, but it just makes I guess you kind of have to sell. Yeah, it makes sense. You almost have to sell abroad just to make it. Yeah, you just have to. Can't seem to find the brand. I don't know how to go the pricing. Just look for a tag. Maybe it has a barcode. I'm not sure. Good question. Are you Callum's Corner's father? I don't know who that is. I wish I did. Thanks for joining in. You look like Callum Adams. Okay, that's two. I don't know who Callum Adams is. What's he from? Are you guys from Britain or Mexican? Thanks for joining. I appreciate you. It's Todd. Yeah, okay. Is Flippin' Hustler Todd? I like his stuff. Everybody needs to join up. Throw one in if you're looking for subs. People that are creating, that are looking to go to that next little place. We know how hard it is to create. Most people in here are looking for new people to look, Thanks, Virgo Franny. Appreciate you. Good luck moving. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know much about. Yeah, got me on that one. I know part-time pickers. He does that stuff, but he usually just gets brand names that he knows. Do you know Eddie? No. Five Below has tripods for $5. Yeah, I've seen those. This tripod has a remote. The ones that are $15 on Amazon has a Bluetooth remote control, and so you can be away from it. So it's worth $10 to me, and they're a little bit better. They actually they bend and stuff like that. There's a few things I don't mind paying a little bit extra money, but for $5.55, it's well worth $5.55. That's for sure. You don't need the other, but that's why I have it. Not to discount it at all. Okay, yeah, Todd. Okay. If anybody has any questions, just holla. Callum Adams. I'll have to look that up. I was just going to take some pictures here. Anybody have any good sales? Any good finds? I've just been studying YouTube creating, actually, more than anything. Watching my favorites. Everybody should watch Commonwealth Picker if you like to resell. Part-time Pickers. Cincinnati Picker. Pittsburgh. Every Day I'm Hustling. garage flips, EVA or RVA flips, bearded picker, hairy tornado, a lot of Josh. There's a lot of good ones out there anymore. They're getting better and better, and they're getting better and better as they go along too. It's fun to watch everybody get better. It's fun. Makes you feel like you're part of the family because we're the ones watching them grow. For cool 1992 calendars. Why 1992, or is it just the 90s? Selfie tripod stick. Yeah, but that's I use that. I use that thing that I have, the tripod, and just kind of hold it out because it extends a little bit, and I can maneuver it with the. I'm sure I could use someone that's better though, for sure. Thanks for joining, whoever's joining. Of course, all the creators know I just kind of just trying to get some watch hours. So you leave me on in the background, keep me quiet, watch something else. That's fine by me. You're taking off too. Oh well, I appreciate it. I guess I'm putting in the hours. It's not easy, as you all know. Just a 5-minute video takes some time, but it's not that hard either. But it does take time. So I think you see a lot of guys that do it, girls too, do it, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Whoa, that's a lot." Hey Jen, thanks for joining up. But you can see people get burned out real quick. Life's hard enough, and then you're adding a lot in. It's fun. I learned that from my businesses. Just because it's fun doesn't mean you can work yourself to death. Because when you've worked yourself to death all your life, and then it's fun to do it, all of a sudden you're working so much. Oh, Commonwealth Pickers here. I was hoping you might be able to join in on a Saturday. Thanks for joining. I know you probably can't stay too long on a Saturday. You got your family and everything. You got the new shed coming. Everybody needs to join Commonwealth. I was mentioning him earlier, and now he's in here. Just hit the 3 bars to the side and add him up. But he knows he's been on eBay for a long time, so he knows how eBay works. He knows how to ship. He has another link to another one where it has more of the shipping more now, because some people don't want to see that or whatever. But I always enjoy it. He involves his kids and stuff, and it's a lot of fun. And Harry Humstone's a really good collector. He's a good one to have. If Commonwealth doesn't have him, you need to get him, because he knows what he knows what the collectors want on eBay. And he sells on eBay too, so he knows what he's doing. And he's got a lot of coin collectors and people like that come into his channel. So he does some lives, and he's a blast. Me and him get along good. But I can't wait for Commonwealth Picker to have a garage sale year when he can pick up some bigger stuff, and he's got a truck. I'm pretty sure you got like a little Ford Ranger, I think, something like that. And you can pick up some bigger stuff. I know how it is. If you don't have room for it, you kind of get yourself out of like a Goodwill and stuff anymore. I look for the bigger stuff to put good stuff in my antique booth. Other people they're looking to flip there, and so they're not looking at the bigger stuff. So I can get it fairly cheap. And thanks for all the legends coming in here. Appreciate you. If everybody doesn't have the Flippin' Hustler, he's really good. I like his last one. Yeah, Kevin should do a live sometime. Probably this summer when he gets some time. This spring he'll be doing baseball too, so he'll almost be busier in spring. But and then how garage sale season is. You got to hit it while you can. He'd be good at them though. Do like a duo, like a couple of pickers. Have Blue Ridge Mama to the side, and then Kevin. Hey Gary, appreciate it. Everybody try to grab up everybody and check out some new channels. Everybody's got a different point of view on everything. Everybody sells something a little different on eBay, and some people might sell Posh or Mercari, or some people don't even sell GSP or international, and some people only do Amazon. So I understand that. Yeah, I know. That happened to me the other day. It just cut out on me and just froze me. I didn't even know what was going on. I was trying to chat, like froze. I'm talking to myself for 25 seconds. But yeah, Premiere. That way we can chat with you. That's kind of fun. I think you'd like that. And that way, because in a live it is kind of hard to chat because you're gonna have too many. You got enough subscribers now. You're gonna have a bunch of people in there, and it's hard enough with just 10 people in here. So Premiere probably might be better for you at this point anyway. I bet you're looking forward to the baseball season this time of year. It's like, I am for the Royals. They got a bunch of young kids. It's gonna be good to see them develop. They got a couple years where they're really going to compete. Yeah, he taught me how to do garage sales. Commonwealth, Cincinnati Picker first did, and then um, and I what I always noticed about Cincinnati Picker and Commonwealth, they're just they're nice. You know, some people are charming and it's obvious, but they're charming, but they mean it. You know what I mean? And it comes off the right way. You can tell almost people want to sell them stuff. I love when Commonwealth Kevin goes into and right when he walks in, he goes, how much you want to pay me to take this away?" Because he knows people when they bring it out, and like if you have a flea market booth and you tag everything and this and that, and you move it, you don't want to bring it back in ever. And so you already know you've kind of got them. You know, you just want to be the first one there. And he taught, Commonwealth really taught me how to bundle in stuff. And one I really use, I don't know if they really talk about it, but I've seen them do it where you bundle a bunch of stuff up, how much for everything. And if it's not what they want, they go, well, if you throw that one in for free, and it's kind of, and I do this a lot, where it's the thing I really wanted for free, or the thing I really wanted at the end was what I wanted the whole time. And so I kind of get them into that place where where I get what I wanted, and I keep that, and then sell everything else. But that's what's great about watching. I learned so much years worth of stuff from these guys that I wouldn't have. It would have taken me forever to figure out. Yeah, reselling addicts. Did you post a Joe Montana card? Yeah, 249. I think I put it up at. Let's see how she goes. I do. Yeah, Commonwealth does. Thanks, Storage Slayer. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate it. I haven't seen a video for a while. I'm gonna make sure the bell's on. YouTube knocks the bell off sometimes. You might want to check that, y'all. Sometimes I'm like, man, they haven't put out one in a while. I'll go back and look, and they have been. So, well, I learned that one. That's one thing I've really learned from Commonwealth. When in doubt, he just goes a little bit lower because he knows he's at least getting his money back. He knows he's going to find more stuff. He knows what he's looking for. So he's not gonna he's not gonna try to get $10 when he can get 850 if he could sell it in 2 weeks instead of 4 months. What's that? It does. And so I've learned that he's taught me a lot about stuff like that because he explains why he's selling it and this and that. Some of the bigger guys sometimes they got so many they're selling. I mean, he does too. He sells 10 a day, but they don't really explain their thinking on it and stuff. And that's one thing I really liked about Commonwealth that got me watching him mainly, honestly, too, is another one of the main reasons. And it's a Flippets in here. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Yeah, Kevin's in here. All right. I got I think I was at I don't know, I got like 45 subscribers in a day and a half after Kevin gave me a shout out, which I didn't want him. I mean, I don't mind him getting a shout out, but I didn't expect that at all. Not that way. And I think it was like 2 days later, Cincinnati Picker gave you a shout out. So it just happened to be. But I got 10% more subscribers in one day from after instead of in the last 6 months was that one day was that many. So it does help, that's for sure. And people commented right away and said, I came right over. If I'm missing any questions, just give me a shout. How's the flea market booth going, Kevin? Uh, my December was pretty awesome. I don't know if you saw my video. I know you're busy, but I was better than I thought it was going to be. That's for sure. I know we did chat a little bit. You said your DVDs and games are selling. I almost sold through all my games, so I'm kind of excited about next year being able to buy some. I got a bunch of loose ones without the packs and the books, so I'm probably going to sell those even cheaper and get rid of those because I got some pretty good. I didn't want to sell them on eBay because it didn't have the everything, but I got them for next to nothing. I agree. Well, I like how Kevin, like the other day, I might get this wrong. I hate to get this wrong, but he goes to that golf shop, and then after a while, they kind of call him because they kind of use him as the way to get rid of some of that stuff because they know it's worth something, but they don't want to deal with it. And he had a bunch of used gloves that had holes in it. He took the ball markers off of them. I think it was a bunch of foot joys, lotted them up in five. That's easy to ship, and he sold those. And I mean, it just makes you think about like, oh, someone might be looking for that, and they are, because I've done the same thing. I've lost my ball marker, and if you're like little shop, you might buy those and sell them for $3 a piece, and he made some money. He might come back and look, and he might save your store too, which I would if I was that guy, because who else is doing that? And that's why I like eBay over Amazon, is you can lot stuff up and think outside the box. And I don't know, new things are seem like new things are all over the country. Some things kind of specific to your area, maybe on eBay. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, that's good enough for me, right? Yeah, I haven't been able to get in much too. The weather gets so bad, and I think that's what's this month's sales haven't been very good because the weather's so bad. People just aren't getting out. If they are, they're getting to the place they need to go and come back. It's either been raining or icy or freezing. So I don't blame anybody. I've been ramping up eBay, just trying to get that back going. Hey, unearthing Kentucky's history. I've watched a little bit of yours. Appreciate you for joining. See you, Slayer. Appreciate you. If I missed you, I apologize. You tried to post something. Okay. Sorry, man. Missed you. Another Commonwealth state. Thanks, Flippin' Hustler. I liked your last video. Appreciate that one. I like it when people put their family in there. A quick, hey, I like that. Yeah, reselling addicts, Kentucky. It's always raining. Hey, Tide. Bye, Tide. Well, I appreciate it. I got 16 in here. All right. Give me some watch hours. Turn me off if I'm annoying. Bo took off. He doesn't like it when I talk. I got good at playing guitar when I couldn't sit down and play. He would get in my hands, and so I had to get good at standing up. Made me a better guitar player. Never stops raining. Hey, Rev Resell. Appreciate you for joining. Any good finds recently? If anybody has any questions, just give me a shout. Commonwealth Pickers getting ready to open up he's got a, what are they going to call it? The Commonwealth Shack. Crap. But what is it? Blue Ridge Shack? No. Crap. Anyway, someone will correct me. But I'm excited to see what he gets to do with it, and um, having that much space and be able to free himself up a little bit. I know how it goes. Commonwealth Cabin, yes. It sounds good. It just rolls off the tongue. I don't know how I couldn't remember it. Lawrence County. I'm in Springfield, Missouri, if anybody was wondering. It's like everybody in the Midwest. It storms one day and then it's freezing the next day. But I know it's everywhere, so it's not like it's just Missouri. I think it's funny how Missouri people are like, oh yeah, you know, if you don't like the weather, just wait till tomorrow. Only in Missouri, but I know it's like that everywhere. Sneak peek on tonight's video. All right, get to see. It's almost done. Like the big bulk part. Now it's more the fine tuning of it. Everybody join up. Commonwealth Picker. Reselling Addicts has some good lives. She puts in some creating videos here and there too. Rev Resale creates some videos. Unearthing Kentucky does both. In It to Flip It does both. Midwest Picker I know does some creating. Try to jump in. You never know what people bolo wouldn't believe some of these things that I never thought would sell that I've learned that, and the things I thought would sell are it's completely wrong. So the best thing about the reselling community is it keeps me from making mistakes that I would have done. Not really that I make more, but it keeps me from making all those mistakes that would have kept me from advancing. So I think that's one of the things that has helped me the most. New Holland, Ohio. Yeah, so your Ohio knows all about way worse weather than I do. You get that lake effect snow every once in a while and stuff. Minnesota, oh, good Lord. Uriah Hefter, he lives up in uh, Minnesota. He does ice fishing. He says nine below the other day. Thanks, Kevin. I appreciate you for coming in for as long as you did. Everybody needs really to join him, especially if you like garage sales. That's fun. He's got some garage sales coming out. He's kept out. He couldn't put out because he's got so much stuff going on. 8 to 10 here in Minnesota today. Whew. Chiefs game is going to be cold tomorrow. I think it's supposed to be like 25. Let me check that. I'm going to have to get you on here sometime, Jen. How are you feeling, Jen? Are you getting you're healing a little bit? Oh, you're South Central, so you're not getting lake effect snow as much. I mean, if it's gonna be cold, I figure I'd just rather have snow. I don't know. I mean, it almost makes it feel warmer anyway. Oof. 8 to 10. I bet. Being healthy, oh boy. You don't appreciate it until you just don't. I like to run. I have a buddy that he lost his ability to walk really fast or to walk. Just can kind of stand. He's working on it. It's been a few years, and I just think about him. So I was just no excuses. Sorry to hear that. And the hardest thing for him, is he's got all these limitations, but he worries about how much of a limitation he is for his own family, the burden. I'm like, man, you can't do that to yourself. And I think that's the hardest thing, honestly. It's not about what he is missing out on right now. It's more about what he thinks he's put people through. Because he knows he is, but it's not like they wouldn't do it for him because he would do it for anybody. He's always been like that. But I'm sure it's just got to be tough. Yeah, good, Jen. Yeah, sometimes when you can't do anything, it makes you really think about what you want to do. Any questions? I didn't really have anything to do. It's just, hey, Midwest Picker. Yeah, I thought about doing my own stuff and getting it really good for my own intros. I have like 5 intros for just me, just pump. But if I want to get monetized, I can't play Led Zeppelin. I can't. Yeah, and some of the bluegrass is copyrighted from Ireland, so I don't think I don't know if they get copyrighted or not. I don't know. So I'm gonna have to start just coming up with my own tunes, which I already have my own licks that I have, so I can just start doing that anyway. Yeah, and intros are just you know after a while. Yeah, like I was telling Harry Tornado one day, I was like, man, I realized how why everybody else has intros that are short because I was skipping my own intros. I was, it's like, okay, I need to shorten these down. I had like a minute long one time. It was not good. I kind of want to keep it there just so I can go back and see how funny it was. But I do like it. I think Part Time Pickers has the right idea. Put your stuff at the end. Do like the outro, not the intro. And that's why I've been rolling around the fact to throw in an intro that's always the same, and then maybe have a little bit afterwards of my own stuff, or just have it at the end because I don't know. I don't know. I've been contemplating it. I can always go back and just play with it. Who knows? Yeah, some people get tiresome, and some people just stick with it because they don't think they want to change it. Some people think they, Pittsburgh's about the only one where I'm just like every time. I love it. I don't know. Thanks, Harry. Appreciate it. But even then, I'll probably get tired of that too. I think everybody should have like 4 or 5 intros. That way maybe it'd be something new to talk about for some people. Maybe they'll like the different intros. I don't know why. Emily Conway, she makes intros for. She's made it for a few people. She did it for Mountain Man Treasures. It's pretty good. So you can make it. You can have a business on here just making intros for people if you just get it down a little bit for yourself. There's a lot of ways to make money. Yeah, hard plastic. Those are good ones, Country Picker. Those are always when you get Hall of Famers, they sell. There's always someone collecting a Hall of Famer. Even the old '90s crappy ones that everybody had. They'll pay you some. That you'll have to, you have to have 10 of them or something to buy it. But yeah, Emily's nice. She's one of the first people I noticed that was always in chats. Yeah, Pittsburgh. Yeah, that was great. Um, it's funny how everything works. I realized I stayed enough YouTube creating and stuff. Just if I'm gonna do it, you start realizing how much time it takes. You might as well see what you're doing with it. You better have a plan of some sort, or else you're just kind of treading water. And I realized how many hours I need to get, so I needed to do some lives. So I came one day, I was like, I need to do some lives. I need to figure out how to do it. I know they talked about StreamYard, and I think it was that day, or it may have been the next day. I can't say for sure because I wasn't really thinking about it at the time. And he private messaged me in Instagram and said, "Hey, you want to come on for an interview on my channel on Friday?" It's like, heck yeah. I don't know if I was just priming myself for it or what, priming the universe for it. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. I don't know if you have to be 10 seconds or not. You people that like your channel, will probably tell you. Just ask. Honestly, I think that's the best thing about YouTube creating. If you have to be ready for criticism, and you have to realize that the criticism probably means there's more people that think that way. It's just because you don't think that way, it doesn't mean. That's like I learned real quick with reselling. You don't buy what you like because I'm very weird with what I buy. I can't buy what I want. I gotta buy what everybody else wants. But I'm sure it's good enough for now. You can fine tune it and take a little bit out. If you, I, I think some people's just too short and some people too long. So I think 10 seconds is probably about right. I've done some that are like 4 or 5, and it's almost too choppy and weird. And I see some that are so long and like you can tell they probably did so much work to do it, and so they're just gonna leave it in there because they put in all this wording and like special, like the special cursive, and you can't even really see it because there's no contrast and stuff, and it just looks terrible. But if you, that's why I like to watch some of the YouTube other creators because like gamers and stuff like that, they have to be good because they have to stand out. You can tell we don't really have to stand out. We have to have good content. Absolutely. Just starting is the hardest part of life. Everything. Absolutely. And like Cincinnati Picker, a lot of these guys go straight to content and then they do their intro and they go back to it. Some of them show their best part of their, who was it, Bonafide Hustler, and I think College Picker would always do like the best part of their video and then do their intro and then go into the beginning of their whole video and and then that part is at the end, the teaser. Um, and it's just lots of different ways. I think we got to think about who we're trying to get. Right now, we're trying to get other resellers. We don't really trying to get the rake and profit people, which I like. It's just we're not trying to get everybody that's trying to think they can sell on Amazon and make $1 million right at the beginning. He's getting a lot of that. I can't imagine the questions he gets, but I guess you kind of get yourself into it when you try to make Amazon seem really easy, which it may be easy for some people. I guess it's you better know what you're doing. Sorry, I missed some chats here. Harry, my son, make some for me. Thank you. I don't know how long I'll be on. I'm hoping some other people come on, some of our family. Thanks, Midwest Picker. Thanks, In It to Flip It. Yeah, if grab me on Instagram, Reselling Addicts, and if I don't have you already, ask me any questions or anything if you want to. I think you know just enough. I don't remember them good enough to critique them on you. I don't want to do that to you. Um, I can go back there and look. I will. I'll try to. I'll remember that. Yeah, I understand. I think depression is. I think everybody has it. Some people just don't talk about it. It's my opinion. Um, my cure is to exercise. That's the only thing really. That's the only thing that works for me. I mean, I like to meditate right when I wake up in the morning. It gets me where I'm not. I guess I don't react emotionally as much as I used to because of it. And then exercise, I think, knocks the beat myself down. Then I don't have to. I'm not whining or feeling like I don't know. Not that depression is different for everybody, but some people have some real reasons from their past why they have it, and I didn't, but I still it comes around. It's like the ego of the world kicking the butt. I'm a preacher's son, so there's a lot of expectations that comes to that. Not that they put them on me, but I think more of the community put it on me more than my family. But I get it. It's like Lisa from Couple of Pickers. She was saying that it's surprising because she's so on. And that's the thing is like, that's why she loves it. And I think this is a lonely business doing reselling. Who's going to, even if you have someone you really enjoy as a partner, they're not going to come in here and watch me take pictures of Willie McGee autographs. It's a lonely. It's just gonna be lonely parts of it. So it's nice to have a little break, go watch some lives, chit chat with people. They complain about the same things we're complaining about. Hey, Spammy, sorry about last time. I appreciate it. We saw your name, and here we just one of your people in your chat, Putt Putt King, I think, told me in your chat how to undo it. So I appreciate it. You have good energy. I enjoyed watching your live today. Although I was just procrastinating on my uh, stuff I need to be doing. I appreciate it. I felt bad. I banned her, but a bunch of people joined in, and they were saying a bunch of stuff. I'd never done it before, and so I just I had no idea, and I didn't have any moderators. So I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I had no blue wrenches. Spammy raid. Thanks for coming in and give me some watch hours. I appreciate it. And everybody knows how the algorithm, it helps the algorithm. They see a bunch of people join in. Must be something interesting, right? You know, my dog's not even around to show off. I apologize. I've seen her do lives. I'm gonna go back and watch Spammy's pre-recorded because um I love going on vacation. I love going seeing other countries. I saw one with a castle, and I'm like, ooh, rocks and stuff. I like to paint, and so I'm super excited about going back and checking that out. Yeah, yeah. All I saw was something about gay porn, and so I just assumed there was more coming. There may have been a good joke in there. I just didn't even know. It's a friendly raid. Thanks, y'all. I appreciate you. We just do. My community is just a bunch of resellers, so we create videos too. So we understand creating and stuff too. Trying to sell on eBay and Amazon and flea markets and antique booths. So I appreciate you joining for just a minute at least, and I'll be checking out your lives coming up. So I'll be joining your chats. Hopefully this is better. Like I was the mean father that had to scold you guys. Oh, that's funny. I feel awful about that now. That's why I had to go find you. Then to come to find out you were trying to find me, and I didn't know how to undelete. Now I know too. I can show that in some of my videos, how to unblock someone. Just go to their about page, go to the flag, and then unblock them. Yeah, I can't even talk to reselling about people anymore because at the beginning they kind of listen, but now I'm so advanced in it, like everybody here is, and it's like it's no, people don't want to hear that, you know. Um, yeah, and you're just talking to yourself, and then you're going to get mad that they're not listening because you could tell they're not listening. Because I've done that, but then I'm like, what do I expect? I mean, thanks, Twistina, and I appreciate you for just listening. So I had bearded picker in here yesterday, so that was pretty neat to have him join in. That was because he's one of the first ones I was watching. Cincinnati Picker, him, and Garage Flips was kind of my go-to right when I first started, really getting into the reseller community. And so it was nice that I talked to him, chit chat with him, but guy with 75,000 subs doesn't need to sub to me, and so that was pretty neat that he subbed to me and even came in and chatted with us, and he was throwing around jokes. Oh yeah, he's like, Amazon's dead, trying to keep us out of Amazon. I like watching his garage sale stuff, and I like watching the people in other areas. I just like to see other areas, honestly. What was your find? I'm sorry. Maybe you're talking to someone else in here. I'm sorry. Yeah, bear picker. Yeah, he's been doing this a long time, so it's nice to. I like watching his. I like seeing his shipping station. He's got it all set up, just awesome. I like seeing. We're dorks. We like to see everybody's shipping station. Oh, look at all that space he has. You can tell how much we're into it. Thanks for joining, Jen. I appreciate you giving me some watch hours. Thanks, Dana. Yeah, I Locker Nuts, another one that he hasn't joined my lives, but they subscribed to me. And it felt pretty good, and he's watched some stuff. Grimes finds and stuff. It's nice when Grimes finds has commented on my videos. that was pretty shocking today. He subscribed to me, like 200 subscribers, but he's trying to grow. I'm sure it was just him trying to get me. I think I'd already subscribed to him. Who knows? He's a nice guy, so sometimes I'm sure I'll be the same way when if I get up there with anything higher than 1,000. Rose Reese. Hello, bro. Good evening. How's it going? Who am I talking to? I'm sorry. I don't think I know your name. First time here. Well, thanks for joining. I appreciate it. If you have any questions, we a bunch of resellers here, sell on eBay, sell on Amazon and flea market moves and antique malls. And thanks for joining. If anybody if anybody in here is looking for subscribers, throw up a one in the chat. And if you're new to the channel, join up some of the other subscribers. They got some good content too. And if you go to their page, go to their name, their comment, and go to the 3 bars and add them to your subscribers. But if you've ever thought about selling your old clothes instead of just giving them away or something like that, a lot of girls selling Poshmark. I don't do Poshmark, so I don't know much about it. Bo, my dog. Oh, okay. I visited your live stream. Okay, yeah, yeah, Bobo. I remember you saying that. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I was telling him earlier. He was laying here with me, and he got up and went. I was going to put him on the chat. He doesn't. Well, he hates it when I'm talking, when I'm not talking to him. So he's kind of rolls his eyes and walks away. He goes in the room and sleeps. So I'm sorry he's not in here. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. You think you're quitting Posh? Why is that? Do you just get lowball offers a lot? Yeah, he's an amazing dog. I tell you what, the best thing for my depression: exercise and having a dog. Good Lord, because I don't have kids, and I've always wanted to be responsible for kids, even though that's probably crazy talk. But I just had a really awesome sister, so I always thought it was going to be easy, which is so untrue. But so it's nice being able to take care of something that shows a lot of appreciation, and he runs with me, goes everywhere with me, so it's wonderful. I don't worry about the future, but that worries me how it's going to be whenever he's going to pass, and I don't want to think about that, but that's just part of life. But it's going to be tough. Your beagle Coco. Oh, yeah. Um, it's funny you said that. My dog is named Bo Marley, and Marley is the dog that passed. It was my buddy's dog who I loved, and he was a beagle, and he was just the best beagle. Um, his name Marley, and he didn't bark. And so most time, the only thing wrong with the beagle a lot of times is that they bark. And so he was just the best dog. And so I miss Marley, and that's the reason I went out and got Bo. I was just devastated. You hate it? Is it because of having to share and all that? Too much work for too little payoff? Yeah. Um, everybody gives eBay crap, but Cincinnati Picker doesn't sell anywhere else. He got an antique booth he just opened, but he's just playing. Garage Flip sells on eBay. Commonwealth Picker sells on eBay. So I just kind of stick there. And like I said, I don't want to deal with clothes because I know what returns are like. And I think Poshmark though doesn't have returns, but it's like 20%. But I don't think you have to deal with PayPal, so it's probably only like 16.5% really. I think their shipping may be a little cheaper. Anyway, yeah, I don't know much about it. I've heard the same thing about Mercari. There's not a lot of eyes out there. Most of the eyes out there are actually people selling it. So I want to try it just to try it, but I'm not going to do the Vendu and all that because it seems like a lot more work than it's probably worth unless you got a bunch of platforms working, which I think in the future, I bet it will be, especially if anything happens to the economy. Yeah, they're lovely and playful. I like the Australian Shepherds too. Bo's a mix of Australian Shepherd and a blue heeler. tough SOBs, sweet and mean if they need to be. And he needs to be a little bit okay. I need to try out Mercari. I know some people make some good sales. I know some people make better sales with some items, some areas than they do on eBay. So I think it's stupid not to try it because most people they'll talk crap on some, but it's usually because they tried one part of it or they're trying to sell just Nike on Poshmark or something. So, but you've been on Poshmark for a while, so I know you know what you're talking about when it comes to that. Thanks for joining from the UK, Mert03. I'll make sure I joined if I didn't join you already. I appreciate you. Just a bunch of resellers in here. I don't know if you sell. Um, the people I follow from the UK are usually resellers, so you probably are. I know a lot of guys that I know a lot of people do Poshmark and they have a VA that shares their stuff for them, paying them like $4 an hour. I don't know how good it'd be or not. I don't know much about it. Yeah, I know. I've probably been trying to just knock out eBay, do my flea market booth and antique mall booth. The stuff I know won't sell as fast on eBay because of the shipping. And there's some things that eBay does water down, and it's good for a buyer. And so it's kind of nice to have a flea market. I've sold some stuff in my flea market booth. I never thought I thought I was going to get back, but I thought, I put it around a Christmas tree in my booth and sell like it's stocking stuffer stuff, and it sold. Like some of the stuff I had on eBay for the same price even. So, oh, hey, Bo. Here's Bo. Everybody wants to say hi. He's such a good boy. He'll stay for a second until I get done petting him, and it'll be me talking, and he'll be like, "What's this crazy guy doing?" He hates it. Now it's cold. It's dropped temperature all day, and it's sunny outside, so he wants to go outside and run, but it's like 28 or something. He's a good boy. Oh, I'm sorry. Did Mert? I missed it. I missed what happened. Yeah, I just want to focus on eBay and knock it out, get my shipping down, get the process down. Like now I have my listing place. It's set up. My lights are good. My pictures are better than anybody else that does sports cars for sure. And that's about half my business is sports cars. And then everything else has got better too, so I can compete with other people. And then now I've got it down, got my shipping down, print my labels off a Rolo. Because next year when I'm going to the like when I'm going to Mo, I can just drop off my packages. And before I wasn't selling that many. I'd sell like 10 things a week. So I would just go up and pay for it. And then eventually, that got to be where I'm getting 4 or 5 things. I'm standing in line paying on, how that is. And I was paying way too much for shipping. We all know how that is at the beginning with eBay. And that's what I learned real quick. The real good separator to make you compete on eBay is I wasn't even using the eBay labels for the cheap price. What an idiot. Sorry, I'm missing a few. Um, do you deactivate all your Mercari just to take a breather? Yeah, just to not think about it, not have to worry if you're hindering you need to focus. Yeah, and I think Amazon's one of those things you have to get eBay down good before you scale up to that because that's one of those things you buy 50 of one thing, you think you're making $20 on it. All of a sudden, the market changes by the time it gets to you, and then what? I don't want to take that chance right yet. You can't really. It's not the same as eBay, so I just want eBay to get some of that. Just when an auction ends, they have to pay. I mean, they shouldn't be able to bid. I think that's one thing they have to do. That's not some good leniency for a buyer. Like they're not going to buy because of that. Or not going to bid. Well, I just don't like that. I think that's the one thing they just have to change. I think they do it, and it still shows the sales, so they don't have to. I don't know. They can say that. No, I don't know. I shouldn't guess. Thanks for coming in, Twistina. I appreciate it. I'll probably see you around. That's where I have my post office box. Hey, NASCAR man. Appreciate you for joining for a minute. I got you ready for any lives you come up. I'll usually join in. I want to one day I'm gonna have you make me a specific NASCAR from my business. I think that's so cool. Law and Order and for Bluegrass Picker. Travel bottle digger, traveling bottle digger. Evening. Thanks for joining in. Oh, I don't think that there's trolls. I think they were joining in. They may have said something on accident. Some people just talk that way from the UK, and they don't. We're very, you know, we watch what we say so much anymore. We don't even notice it. Yeah, there was a troll attack. Well, but it was actually they were trying to actually give me a bunch of watch hours and get me a bunch of view times. But there was a couple of people that followed in, and I think some of them did say they were saying stuff like gay porn. So we thought they were all a bunch of trolls, and they weren't. I found out later. I've actually joined their live chats. It was kind of fun, but they just kind of do that to, because it kind of boosts the algorithm that the live is popular and stuff. Um, but everybody knows that how they could come off. I mean, she felt bad about it, though. Her name's Spammy. Her actual name is Spammy. She's from the UK, and so Spammy comes in, looked like a troll. It was funny. The seller can get the shipping charge. He can charge whatever they want, but the buyer doesn't have to pay for it. So, I mean, it just depends. Some people always put up free shipping because they get such cheap shipping that the person buying thinks, wow, they're giving me free shipping, but they're paying so little for it. So, it just kind of depends. But if you're going to go to the post office, don't get an eBay. Um, if you don't get an eBay label, which you get a discount, and you go and buy it from somewhere else, and then you have to wait in line. Oh, you're putting yourself behind in your business if you're selling more than one a day for sure. Um, but it's actually way cheaper. But you can also print labels on PayPal. Something I learned: if you're shipping something off, you can print a label on PayPal, print it off on your computer, tape it on, and you'll save yourself about half, especially around 3 pounds. Good Lord. I couldn't believe I sent something to Commonwealth Picker. It was almost 4 pounds from Missouri to um, Virginia. And it was about yay, 4 pounds. I had a jar of salsa and it was heavy. And it cost $8.96 or something like that. So having the PayPal label is pretty handy because in case you're not selling it on eBay, you're shipping something to someone you like or whatever. I don't know. Someone has a better idea, maybe. I think Spammy does like um, video games and stuff like that. I just like to see people creating, and she's in England, so I like to see like the cat. She's like going to castles and stuff. I think that was cool. Yeah, the CDs are weird. Some of those CDs, like DVDs, they're selling DVDs for like 250 free shipping. I'm like, how they how they making any money? It's about what it costs to ship it is 225, 250. So I'm like, even if they're making money, what are they making after fees from eBay and PayPal? I'm like, I don't. That's what I say. Some things are watered down. So there's some things we just don't sell on eBay because us resellers, we know that it's not going to sell. DVDs, not so much. Blu-rays they'll sell. DVDs if they're like TV series or you know something special, but even then, yeah. And you see like the Black Diamond Aladdin that has the penis in the cloud or something like that. I don't know what it is. Something that makes it the Black Diamond, and people pay. They have it like for $2,500. I don't know. People are dumb. It's probably a listing forever. I also heard it was some like I guess they did that on Breaking Bad as a way to launder money or something. Buying, I don't know. Over my head. Hope Harry Humstone goes on live tonight. It's a couple of pickers on live tonight. You gonna join them, Jen? They never. Do they ever? They never let you up there on. A couple of pickers always kind of out on their own, don't they? I think they've had Resale King on there. I think Lisa's got a crush. I like Resale King. We're gonna have a live Wednesday, like 11, talking about the flea market booth. See if anybody has any questions. That way we can, because we've kind of gone back and forth. But this way we can kind of talk back and forth, and I'm sure everybody else will kind of find the kind of interviewing each other. Really, should be fun. That's not real. Yeah, I like Brandon. And that guy, you know, almost every single one of us that are resellers or YouTube creators that are resellers, we're all old. He's like 24, got his together, and so he's such a head start. And you know, this is just gonna be like this is just the beginning for him. This will just be fun. Yeah, yeah. This is just little. He's like he reminds me of me a lot. How I was when I was younger, even more so. But he has his stuff more together, and he's way more technical. But he reminds me of the way he is a lot like me, which is very few people are like me. I'm crazy, so I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. I just can't. This is about the most sitting down I'll do all day. He can't sit down like me. Thanks, appreciate it, Bottle Digger. Thanks for coming in and giving me some watch hours. And I usually come back in here and make sure I try to catch someone's stuff. I usually Bottle Diggers. I like checking them out, so I've most likely checked out some of your stuff already. Yeah, the military name. Yeah, I now that I'm old, I kind of wish I was in the military. I don't know why. I just I don't know. I like exercise. I like things like that. I like pushing myself in the first place. Being the place to push myself would have been pretty cool. I'm sure at the time that I wouldn't have liked it. I would have rebelled. So it wouldn't have worked. But I respect it. I can't imagine. You know, people always say that about like, oh, I was a server and a bartender. Server for like 7 years, bartender for 12. And it did suck working on like New Year's Eve and Christmas Eve and Thanksgiving Eve, and so you had to fly home in the morning. I lived 4 hours away, and sometimes you couldn't quite get to everything, and it did suck, but it wasn't the worst thing in the world. And every year, people always say, think about those service people that are, and don't yell at the people when you're at Christmas that are bringing you food and this and that. And I'm always like, well, how about the people that can't even see their family at all? I'm like, think about them, not the. I mean, I was a bartender, but come on, you can still go home and see them. There's a lot of people that are gone. Yeah, thanks, NASCAR man. I appreciate you. You're Navy, right? I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but I think you're Navy. I remember hearing you say that once. I have a buddy that's went to the Naval Academy and out in Annapolis. He works. He's in Italy. He's been out there for boy. It's been 3 or 4 years now, working for some general. He used to fly one of those Sea Dragons. He did like 3 tours, 2 Iraq, 1 Afghan. I can't remember exactly. And that Sea Dragon is so awesome. They turn on her side, and then they just do the 50 cal, just it would be on its side like that. They could carry tanks and personnel. That thing was. I used to always think that Apaches and all that stuff was cool, but this thing was better. He got me into out there at the Naval Academy. He got me into the flight simulator. No, no, it wasn't. It was in. That was in where's that in Virginia? Well, crap, I can't remember what it was in Virginia, but he got me in the flight simulator down there in the naval place, and that was so intense. It made me. I mean, I always respected all that, but I had no idea what those guys are actually going through, and I have like that much of a glimpse at it, and it was insane. Ultimate respect to that. Yeah, Nervous Design's the best thing I ever did. Yep, Newport New. Yeah, yeah. I still like following like Goggins and Jocko. Love those guys. Um, they just those guys think different. People that give like that is just awesome to me. Especially the guys that didn't have a choice. If there's any questions, just give me a shout. Everybody grab up NASCAR, man. He's got some great auctions. Sorry, I don't have a lot to talk about. Thought I'd get the chat going. Hope some people jump in. We had Commonwealth Picker in here earlier. That was nice. Yeah, I'll come and do an auction. What do you want me to auction? I'll give something. What do you think? I got a bunch of old NASCAR or Hot Wheels stuff. I don't know what it's worth. How to auction all that off in big lots because I don't know how to comp it. I don't think they're worth a lot. They're just a bunch of them, you know. I think I've seen one red line, but I doubt. I'm sure it's a newer one. It's all beat up. Up to 10 times. Yeah, I really. I like that car you had the other day that you were making. That it was really neat. Yeah, I thought I figured I got discovery from Harry, the bottle digger guys. I love watching people dig up that stuff. Although most of them, like Harry said, they're kind of beat up and scratched up, so they're not real pristine, but they're still neat. But every once in a while, you still find something pretty good. But down here, it's all rock, so it wouldn't be good here. But up where I used to live, up North Missouri, it's all black soil and farmland, and everybody buried their stuff back in the day. That's just what you did. You buried in the ditch. Um, didn't have trash service come out to your house. Didn't have running water out in North Missouri forever. We had well water until like out in the country though. It's like 88 or something like that. 86, 88. If anybody has a question, shout it. I'm not that well versed in anything. If you got me on Instagram, just give me a shout, give me a holler, and tell me what you want me to do and chit chat about it. Are you showing some red lines? Awesome. Everybody join up on Harry tonight on his live. Are you going on after a couple of pickers? But yeah. Well, I don't know much about them. You know, like just like anything, I like to know what to go for. Just like those cone beer cans, which I found one. It was $40, so I didn't really. He knew what he got. I mean, you could probably get a little bit more, but not enough for me to worry about. Yeah, it's always a dump. Yep. I mean, you burn some stuff, but the bottles, won't. Some people just didn't burn it at all. They didn't want to wait for it. They didn't want to burn up their farmland. We had a lot of farmland here and a lot of wind. And yeah, I'm looking forward to going back out to Maryland, check out Delaware. I've never been out to been out to Maryland, but I've never seen Delaware. And it's just across the bay, I think, if I remember right, something like that. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, NASCAR, man, you collect the GI Joes and stuff. I had so many of those when I was a kid. My Aunt Pauline would always buy me one. She was super sweet. We didn't have much money. Being a preacher's son and a bookkeeper's son, don't make much money in a small school with being a bookkeeper. I was just listing up some cards, some autographs. Willie McGee, he won the MVP in 1982, I think, or 83. Autograph. And then the Nigerian Nightmare, Christian Okoye. The Chiefs are playing in the AFC Championship game. Figured I'd put up my Chiefs autos. That's what I was doing. You can do it live if the weather goes away. Yeah, is it nasty out there? Yeah, it hit us yesterday. Cool. Yeah. It's good to know what is and what isn't. Cone top beer can. Yeah. Maybe I said it wrong. I'm sorry. Wisconsin Toys Company ones. Because I don't know the difference. I know you know your stuff when it comes to toys. That's why you need to put more info. You need to put more info out about what you know about toys. Although you might want to keep some of those secret, but they have a guy that goes on the raking profits. One of the reasons I still watch him is he has a toy guy come on. It's because I don't know much about toys, just to kind of get a, because when I'm at Goodwill, very few people get the toys, so I figured just to know, and that's about the only place I could find any. So 4 to 6 inches coming. Woo. We missed out. We got a little bit of snow. We got some ice, but it warmed up right after we went by. And then it's getting cold now. It's like 20. What is it? 25. Delaware's a drive-through state. Yeah. Missouri's a fly-through state, so most people have never been here, and I understand. Let's see how big Delaware is. Let's see. Yeah, just on the other side. Yeah, that weather is bad out there. Oof. Where are you, NASCAR man? Are you in Delaware too? I was thinking you're in Massachusetts or something. Yeah, New York's getting hammered. Ooh, I didn't realize how bad it is. Ooh, even Canada's getting creamed. I guess they know it. They're used to it. Rhode Island, yeah. I'd love to see those small little states through there. I didn't get over there. Stupid. You guys have a lot of good food. What do you recommend? Okay, if I'm over there, what do you recommend in Delaware and Rhode Island, like food wise? Like, is it still crab, just like Maryland? Is it like she crab and soup and all that, and Oscar? Yes, that's what I mean, NASCAR man. Because I was gonna say is he knows the new stuff just because he's been testing and playing with it, but he didn't know anything about the older stuff. Not older like it didn't seem like he knew anything older than like 85. He never mentioned. So yeah, I agree. You need to put it out. People would love that. Do a series on just old collectibles in case we run across and know really what they're worth. I don't know. It'd be a good one. Clam cakes, yeah. I bet. I love clams. Lobster, yeah. Mm, mm. I love seafood. Living in Missouri sucks for that. Even though you still find some, but it's just nothing like being that close. Thanks for joining back in for a little bit. I know everybody's kind of in and out with family, and I'm just grabbing some watch hours. Nothing going on today. Bo's just chilling with me. I had Spammy come over and bring some of her friends and give me some watch hours and views. That's always nice. It helps the algorithm a lot. Um, I'm trying to get my watch hours up there because um, I'd like to get monetized, not to really make money, but to have some links up there to so like have Amazon links. So whenever anybody needs to buy something, they go through me. It'll give me some money back. You know. Yeah, bearded picker. Yeah, he needs lots of subs. Yeah, please. He's scrounging. He's going to all the shout out lives, he's buying all these super chats because thanks for joining in for a little bit. I appreciate it. No content here, just a place to chit chat. Hey, Lobster. I watched your video today. Yeah, bearded picker has some awesome video. I love watching his, like I said, his shipping station. Nothing special, but I mean it's nice and concise. It's just easier to ship. I'm thinking about doing some Amazon a little bit next year, but uh, better make sure I get my eBay all tuned up and get good at that, and then move on a little bit. Flea market boost and antique mall boost has been fun. If you guys haven't joined Bear Picker, join for the content. He does fun garage sales videos. Um, does what's sold every once in a while anymore. Um, it's hard to get out content, I'm sure. Yeah, you're traveling a lot. Yeah. Yeah, John Nevermore. Yeah, everybody needs Nevermore Antiques is a great one. He has an antique mall. He lives in Farmington. It's 2 hours from here, but he's about 35, 40 minutes from St. Louis. But he lives out kind of in the middle of nowhere. But he's got some cool things. Got some good ideas. And since I have an antique mall, I like to watch what he's doing. It's interesting. And St. Louis Ben's out here, not bad. I like watching his Ben videos. I like when everybody kind of mixes up a little bit what they're doing. Some people do only what's sold, only, and I like it when I mean, I guess it's because I'm a reseller, and beer picker, are you in Alabama? I can't remember exactly where you're at. I'm pretty sure you're Alabama. You keep making me. I think about Henry. You get me scared about Henry tomorrow. Ugh, that guy's so good. If he could catch, if he was, they get him moving out in the back. I don't even want to say it. If they throw some swing passes at that guy and he gets an open field, oh my gosh. Like Eddie George back in the day. He is a lot like Eddie George. Eddie George was amazing. Huntsville, yeah. Is Huntsville right on the coast? I can't remember exactly. Scott needing subs, yeah. I know we didn't need him, but you need a sub if you're not subbing him because he's got some great info. NASCAR man. Harry Hunstone's a great collector. He's going live tonight. You might want to check out his lives, guys, if you're interested in it. 12 miles from Tennessee. Okay, I didn't know it was up north. I'm out here in the sticks where I'm at, so I don't know nothing. Yeah, everybody up here in Missouri was all excited. Oh, we're going to join the SEC. We'll get good recruits now. I'm like, no. We've gotten worse recruits ever since for some reason. I swear. It's probably a coach, but I don't know why everybody thought they were. We made more. Mizzou made more money. They have a bigger town now, but that's about it. Thanks to Alabama and LSU, we have a bigger town. Columbia is. Yeah, I know. Cold day. Only thing gives me hope is Patrick Mahomes played really good in the cold against the Patriots, and our defense played good. So I, it's gonna be smash mouth down in the end. It's gonna be a fun one to watch. Hope it's just like last year. AFC Championship game was fun. I mean, I hate losing, but if it's gonna be a game like if I'm gonna lose, I want it to be a game that's fun and end of the end, end it to the end. Yeah, agreed. You heard Huntsville. I had to check in. Thanks for checking in, Dory. Appreciate it. I'm just grabbing a few watch hours. Probably go for another 15, 20 minutes. Jump off here and get to work. I'm just, I'm really just stalling. Last week I was watching Chiefs game. We were down 24-0, and I was gonna throw my computer, so I went live to make sure I didn't hurt my hand punching something. And the instant I went live, we started playing good. So I just rolled with it. So you might see me tomorrow if Chiefs are, hopefully they're not playing bad. Yeah, are you in Huntsville, there, Dory? In case you're just listening, I know some people can only listen sometimes. I used to listen to podcasts all the time. Anymore, I listen to. I'm not someone you wouldn't listen to in the background because it's a bit like couple picker, someone that's constantly talking and good at it, not they're filling in all the time. If anybody has any questions about flea market booths or antique malls, I'll tell you what I know. I don't know a ton about it, but I've been doing it for a little while. And there's so few of us. Yeah. I feel the same thing about Missouri. It's me and John and Twistina is in here. Thriftina, she, she's in Springfield. I don't know if she's doing much creating yet, but um, right on. Well, thanks for joining, Dory. I like how YouTube had people from UK in earlier. And, it's nice to be able to chit chat with people from all over the world. Yeah, I saw someone with one of those finger scanners the other day, like raking profits, going through beep 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 all the books in Goodwill, and he was marking each one. And I'm like, ugh, I don't want to. That looks like a lot of hustle. I don't want to do a lot more resellers than there used to be. I'd hope you follow him. If you follow me, you better be following him. I don't know what I'm talking about. Really? I haven't found any Alabama YouTubers. I'm always interested in to see what who people's favorite creators are. Throw them up here if you want, because I enjoy seeing how people create, let alone what their bolos are selling on eBay. I mean, that's why like Harry Humstone likes to check out what um, the sellers tell him what's hot on eBay, and then he'll buy that stuff up so he can buy what he wants to buy for his own collectibles. He kind of uses us. But I use him to know what the collectors are looking for. So that's what's kind of cool about our communities, you know. And he has a lot of coin guys and the bottle digger guys and metal detecting guys. So kind of fun to check that out too. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like when I did Cincinnati Picker, I fanned out the part-time picker and garage flips and RVA flips, thrift mine. I like thrift mine. I like thrift mine. I like how they chit chat and it's they don't care about trying to edit everything out. They don't mind looking at times maybe dumb, and they call themselves out for being it. You know what I mean? And they're just having a good time. I love watching those guys. They're fun, a lot of fun. And I like it when Ryan's like, "Yeah, another auction. It went for 99 cents. I think I need to stop doing that." I've done that before. You think something's going to for sure go for $5 or $10, and it doesn't go, and you saw it for 99. You're like, "Crap, this is wasting my time." But I like when people put up their mistakes too, because we all make mistakes. Flipping junk. Yeah, I've watched him. Wick. I don't know if I know Wick. I think I've heard that name before. You sold some stuff on Facebook, picking up stuff tonight. Yeah, I've heard you say you did Facebook Marketplace. Around here, everybody's just so shoddy with it. They want it really bad one day, next day they don't want it, won't respond. Next day they're like, "Hey man, can I come get it?" And you're like, "Man, I just sell it to my put a thing on my flea market booth, send them to my flea market booth, and that way I don't have to be there and not have to worry about them not showing up." At 2F Marketplace sales somewhere. I spent almost all the money. Yeah, I understand that. Resource. Yeah, I agree, Harry. And that's what I used to always do. I sold my baseball cards just because I knew someone else wanted those, and I could buy more of the ones I actually wanted. So that's where it came from. Is when I wanted to kind of collect more, And but then I realized I don't. I mean, how many of something do I really need? But and that's like with you with you know, the glass insulators. You just want more of them, and you don't care if they're not even worth anything. And if they are worth something, then whatever. But it's just fun. They look cool. I love mine. I know it's just a Brookfield, but I like that color, and that's. I'm sure I can clean that diesel off, but I kind of like the diesel exhaust. Showed it's been used. It's a cool color. Brookfield West Brookfield 45 Cliff Street, New York. Little ding there. Little ding there. But mainly it's pretty good. I think it's neat, antique looking. Hey, Candace. Thanks for joining in. Appreciate you. You're moving or something, I think. Probably hard for you to jump in. Lobster. Yeah. I haven't sourced in over a week. I've stayed away from Goodwill and just making sure I list everything I got. Plus, anymore, I just try to buy something I know I'm going to flip right over. Um, I don't know. Every once in a while, I find some good. I buy clothes just because they're so cheap, and then I keep them. I don't. I don't really like to sell the clothes, but I know I can if I eventually. Yeah, the diesel. Yeah, I kind of like it though in a weird way. I don't know why. Like shows the use, and I don't know. I'm not trying to sell it. Cool. Yeah, I like that one you have. That one was cool. And that one guy jumped in there said that was a really rare one. Even how much value does it take off being when it's chipped? I mean, you want them, you'd still kind of want them. I mean, I don't know. We got a lot of railroads around here, so I could probably. I bet there's people that have some somewhere. I could probably put out a listing buying insulators. I bet you'd get some people on Craigslist. It's probably a good idea. I should do that. Buying glass insulators. What was the name of that one that you had that was start with a W or something? I can't remember what it was. That was cool. I like that. This is aqua blue. I think I like that cobalt blue you had was badass. Yeah, check them out, Dory. Especially, you never know. You might be able to source with them or something someday. A lot of people say it's kind of a lonely business. Yeah. Thanks for joining the chat, everybody. Give me something to do. It's just crappy weather out there. Nothing to do. Can't run. Probably go work out in a little bit. Yeah. Conditions. Yeah. That makes sense. I'm not trying to sell it though, but yeah. I mean, it should make all the difference. I mean, honestly, but I guess it depends on what you're buying it for. Yeah, it's okay, NASCAR, man. Yeah, you're probably right, Mary. I need to do more. That's one thing too. Is like anything in life, if you just go all at it, you'll do it better. But it's kind of hard to go all at it. It's too there's you don't know the money's coming in, and that's why it's just better to have a job too. Yeah, these cards, you know, people want them to be in good shape, but they're almost all about the same, about nines. They're never perfect, but if they are, they're worth good money. But then you still have to pay some pretty good money to get it. I mean, Westinghouse, yeah. Okay. Alabama Pickers, Dusty. Okay. I need to. If anybody wants to throw any links in, they can. Hey, BK, thanks for joining. Add you in, moderator. Well, thanks, Dory. I appreciate it. My dad was a Baptist preacher, so I told my friend the other day, I just been waiting for him to be quiet so I can do it. So I've been waiting, and I think it's splurging out on me. I appreciate. It's a really nice, it's very very sweet thing to say. I understand how it is to lose a dear friend. They're never gone though. They're all around you. 70s and 60s football cards. They're worth some money. If they're worth grading at a 7, they're worth money. They're worth sending in at a grade 7 um, in the 70s and 60s, especially anybody that's even heard of. Oh yeah, and you can send them into BGS or PSA, but most people with the older cards send them into PSA. They they like the way they grade them in PSA. They get more money out of them PSA. But the newer cards, you're supposed to send them to VGS. That's just what they do. Barryton, Kansas. Not me. Mm-mm. Barryton. I'm not sure where that's at. I'm about I'm about an hour and a half from Kansas, right here. Hey, SD Cali Closet. I'm sorry to get you as a moderator in here. Everybody check out each other's channels. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, that's why I use people's channels too to get some work done. You know, it's hard to list. You really have to focus, and that's one thing I hate about listing. I think is you don't want to make a mess up. So I think the one thing that's you can do is listen to a live chat, like the couple of pickers. I love that's perfect for me. I can laugh every once in a while, have in the background, and so I appreciate that. Thanks for, and especially because it helps the algorithm, of course, helps my watch hours. I need to do a nice cleaning of the house today. It always feels so much better, easier to get work done. That's tough, Candace. Everybody's dealing with bouts of depression at points, and that's why when you see people acting out emotionally, usually they're mad at themselves about something, and that's why it's best not to react back. It's just try to be there for them. And you know that as a youth pastor. George Blanda, John Riggins. Yeah, that's worth Monday. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, Dory, I know what you mean, though. I know exactly what you mean. I um I had a friend pass. She was 80, and she was the sweetest. She was my regular at Cheddar's. It was I was a bartender. Most people didn't drink. They just came in for a beer or two, not even drink. And she never did. And when she passed, I swear I could feel her all around me, but I thought I must be crazy. And it was like 4 or 5 months later, I knew she was gone. And so it's amazing, like life, we just don't understand it completely. And maybe it was all in my head, I don't know, but boy, it sure did feel like it. It was tough. She was such a good person. Yeah, I had a great friend that I had an acquaintance that I've had quite a few acquaintances commit suicide, but I knew someone that you never, I mean, you're like, what? Most of them you kind of do. You think, how? It seems so, you know, it never makes sense. It never does. Most people just don't talk. Most people going through something that hard, it's usually can't talk about it. It's something they went through previously that someone else probably put them through. You find that out as a preacher's son, you wouldn't believe some of the stories you hear, and you're just wow. Thanks, Eric. Appreciate it. Cool. Glad you found them, lobster. You know what I found too is being a bartender. What I got really good at, because it was a lot of. I mean, women were mean, but what I noticed was women tended to be mean to other women. They weren't really mean to men, but men don't care either way. But it was always men come in, they'd be so. I mean, you can tell they just had a bad day. They weren't doing things right in their life, and they were going to take it out on everybody else. And I just smile at them like a Grinch, and they just keep trying to make me. I don't know. When assholes are trying to make you mad, they just keep going at you, and I just smile, and they wouldn't know what to do, and they usually just walk away, stare at their feet, because I wouldn't let it bug me. I know, I know they're probably no one in their life really likes them, so whatever. Yeah, because you don't know if their grandpa's going through dementia or whatever, and if you just said, just give them a hand on the back. We're all fragile. We're all reacting emotionally a lot of things. So I'm glad you could connect in here. It was nice having some big names come through here today. Commonwealth Picker and Bearded Picker. Harry Tornado came in here one day, a few times actually. Everybody knows Candace. Make a friend who doesn't want to be. Yeah, it's funny. It's true. Did you call me fat? Did I? I don't think so. Pretty sure you could kick my. So I don't think I would. No, I said my chat probably is what I said. Oh, thanks for that laugh. Someone coming from Alabama to kick my ass. Good stuff. Yeah, Commonwealth Picker is a good one. He's been selling on eBay for a long time. He got a lot of good ways to ship stuff. That's what all these guys are showing you too. It's like how to really run your business right, not just creating and bolos. How to do it right. He said big YouTubers. Well, in our community, you are. You guys have. I can't imagine what like Bearded Picker had to do to get 10. How long it took to get 10,000 subs back when there wasn't many people watching. Like, they even knew what reselling was. It's probably a lot easier for someone now to get it. Thoughts on Nick Gurr? I don't know Nick Gurr, Brandon. Maybe someone else does. Go Chiefs! I'm with you. But I'm also a Chiefs fan, so I don't know what I'd do if we win. I'm not used to winning, so I don't know what to say there. I'm just going to keep rooting as long as I can. So, agreed. Yeah, I like those NASCAR. You do. There's homemade NASCARs. You do. No Kansas City talk. Yeah, you're Are you out Patriots? Or are you Ravens? I can't remember. I remember you saying something. Alabama to kick my. Hey, and I find it funny when I get to the city and I hear the way people talk here. And I'm like, you obviously didn't. Where I'm from, you don't talk like that to people. You get your nose popped hard, and you don't talk like that again. So I, I find it fascinating the way people talk to each other here. You hate the Patriots. Well, Chiefs fan here, so yeah, same. I always liked the Bears back in the day because they're kind of my NFC team. So I hated the Patriots since 86, 85. Brawl returns. I guess I didn't see that video. Hey, whatever sells. Shit, I don't care. Not don't care one bit. As long as someone buys it. Who was it? Someone said they were selling dirty socks on Poshmark or something. I don't know. I feel bad for him. Oh, for Bearded Picker. It's funny what I found with returns is I usually end up getting it back, putting it up for more money, and it ends up selling. I don't know. Whatever. I always just try it. And it usually works. Yeah, it gets lower. Yeah, I get some returns on some of the jerseys I send out, which sucks because I know they probably wear it to one game and then send it back. I get like that shit. That's why I try to keep the like newer tags on some things so I can keep myself away from it. But they probably wear it with the tags. But what do you do? There's some things you just can't do much about. I get some stuff stolen at the flea market. I usually pay so little for it that I heard that the other day too about the used socks. What is that about? Shoot, maybe I need to pick off the people that get ready to go donate. I'll take that. Yeah, I like Bearded Picker's attitude. I like watching. I fell in love with him and Cincinnati Picker doing garage sales, knowing how to garage sale right, and then watching how they were. I liked it because some people would only show like what they got, or they'd only show what they sold. I wanted to see both, and they showed both. Perfect for me. Foot fetish people, yeah, I'm sure there is. I do like feet. I don't know if I go. I don't go that far. That's good. Good God, I don't understand that. I mean, at least it wasn't panties. True that. Only thing that scares me about the Chiefs is your coach. We had him in Philly. He's the Shut up, Harry. I don't like when people are right. He knows how to get a team to the playoffs, though. He makes some poor decisions when it gets tight positions. I definitely agree with that. What was it? McNabb was 4 years in a row. They didn't win the NFC Championship game. I think it was 4 in a row. But there's a lot to say to get the 4 in a row. I hate when you're right. Damn it. Man, I'm afraid of those people having my address. I have a P.O. box. Yeah. Yeah, just what you need. Someone. Yeah, women should worry about that stuff. Guys are freaking weirdos. Hey, Sand Dollar. Yeah, girls are just. I mean, I used to have people find me. I remember when Facebook came out, they would find me through other Cheddar's people. I worked at Cheddar's, and they would find them through me and like request me. And I'm like, who are you? Like, I had you the other day. You don't remember me? I gave you $5 on 20. I'm like, I, it's Carrie. I'm like, I don't know. Waited on 2,000 people this week. I don't know. Sorry. I guess we're both sexes are crazy, but guys just try harder, I think. Hey PFF, hey PFP, how you doing, brother? Thanks for joining in for a minute. I'm probably going to be on here another 20 or so. I said that 20 minutes ago, I think. Get you some moderator. Chat moves so fast, I can't get it. Stop. I like to do a live with Harry sometime. It'll be fun once we get a little farther down the road. We can show some collectible stuff together. Philly Picker, same with you. We can do some lives together eventually here in the next couple months. I'll start ramping up my lawn business, but hey, so true about Andy Ray, and I'm hoping he pulls it off this year. Me too. I always rooted for McNabb and the boys back in the day. I like the gray and black. Philly Picker, he sells quite a bit on eBay. He got a lot of good bolos. If you're looking for bolos, what's on eBay? Follow Philly Picker. And Philly Picker, you should watch Harry Humstone. And if you're not watching Bearded Picker, you're crazy. But he's in here too. Commonwealth Picker's in here earlier. I know you follow Commonwealth. Yeah, and Harry's going to do a live tonight, so I'll get better. I don't even know how to. I think I need to be on StreamYard to be able to send someone the chat. I'm not sure how to do it from my YouTube page here. Thanks, Dory. Thanks for joining in for when you did. And if you could join up and watch some of these other people, they're better than I am, a lot of them. So they've been doing it longer and they know a lot about things. So, um, and if you like toys, follow NASCAR Man too, Dory. And, and brand new toys and stuff like that. Bearded Picker got a lot of stuff on that. Yeah, you better check out Harry and I. Yeah, Dory, go watch it. He'll have some. He'll bring out some toys. He's got a lot of old. He's got this old '93 Star Wars. He's got like every single one of them with all the like attachments. I bet you could sell the attachments. I bet you could make more money selling everything separate. Commonwealth Picker taught me that because there's someone that has it out there that doesn't have the attachments, and they almost would pay because you're not going to find no one else is selling the attachments, so you can probably part that all out. Probably make more money. I'm not sure, but Bo's doing a good job. Who wants to see Bo? Oh, sorry. Got the bump there. He's just sleeping. He can't go running. So Love toys, and I'm 60 years old. Yeah, yeah, me too. I still love Christmas too. NASCAR man's going live. What time are you going live, NASCAR? I'm sure I'll see it, just so I know. So I have in the back of my head. I might be out doing some lifting weights. Never too old, not especially not in this business. Thanks, Candace. Your best you. I appreciate it. Have a great night to you. Thanks for joining and give me the watch hours. I can't wait for your new videos to come out when you get all settled in your new move and everything. Can't imagine having all the kids and everything trying to do this. And good Lord, a lot of true hustlers in here. Honestly, there's very few people that are just reselling only, and most of them have a wife that's making some money that could cover their butts if they had to. Yeah, NASCAR knows a lot about the toys. I don't know what DEGA is. Good question. I always like to know about new things. I'm never too humble not to figure out something new. What does that stand for, Dory? Talladega. Okay, it's a good idea. Going there, like going to like where everybody's parking. Hmm. That'd be fun. That's one thing I'd like to do is go to a NASCAR. I've never been to anything like that, and to actually just feel the power of all the racetracks. I mean, the race cars. Reading and talking at the same time. It's a little harder than I thought it was going to be. Toy shows around. I didn't know you did toy shows. Cool. I'm not surprised. You should. Yeah, the diecast. Awesome. I didn't know you did that till that day, honestly. I don't know how I missed it before. I tell you what, Dale Earnhardt still goes like that. I sold a Monopoly, still wrapped. Dale Earnhardt. I sold it for $25. I think I bought it for 5. Um, Actually, it's probably less. I think I lumped it a bunch of them together. I sold a clock of his. It was 1 to 2,000 or something. I sold it for 35, and it had a little nick out of it. And I think I bought that for $1. Um, I've sold all kinds of. He just goes fat. Everybody loves Dale Earnhardt Junior. I don't think he sells near as fast. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know much about. I just noticed that how things are selling. It would feel like, yeah, it would feel like you're about to die with how fast everything's coming at you. I can't imagine. Dover Downs. Huh. All the tracks. That's cool. I'm a big baseball freak, so that was always been my jam. I've always liked. I was always a big Indy 500 kind of guy when I was a kid because that was on TV when I was a kid. I was ABC Wild World of Sports. I lived out in the country. We didn't have cable, so yeah, debris flying makes sense. All the all the tires go that far, that fast. Tires, it's crazy, especially turning like that. My tires go real quick because I'm a lawn guy. I got a trailer and I'm always turning. I'm not going a long distance, but I'm constantly turning, taking rights, with the trailer. And so my tires go out fast. That'd be fun though. I'd really enjoy it. I was at Game 7 of the 2014 World Series when the Royals were there. They've been my team all my life, and to get the chance to go, and it was the best seats I've ever had there, and it was one of the best games World Series history, let alone for a Game 7 at home. So that was a blast. So I like stuff live like that. So I can't imagine like going to a live NASCAR. Those engines, I mean, it looks fast. It looks fast anyway, but I can't imagine how fast it really is when you're there. Saying hi to everybody, Bubba. Say hi, Bo. Say hi, Bo. He naps all day. He got a tough life. Now he doesn't want to leave again. You going live now? Okay, yeah. I'll be jumping off here in the next 10 minutes. Okay. I'll be joining you over there. Everybody go over and join NASCAR, man. I'm gonna stay on just for a little bit longer. Say goodbye to everybody. Bo Jackson was my favorite Royals player. Me too. Still to this day, he's still my favorite. So yes, I'm with you, and that's why Bo is named Bo. And when I got Bo, the foster said, "Well, you're gonna have a tough time with him. He jumps fences." I'm like, "He jumps 6 foot privacy fence?" And she's like, "Yeah, he does." I'm like, "Whatever, he does." Um, and so I'm like, if he can climb a wall like that, he's gonna be called Bo Jackson for sure. Because Bo used to run and he'd climb the wall, and he would jump the wall. He was good at scaling it. So I figured, what a perfect name, Bo. And Bo was going to be my son's name if I ever had a son. And he was going to be the savior of the Royals after George Brett. And I think we all know how that ended. But, he doesn't have any regrets, so I don't. I bet it is. I bet it's like a wild party. Wild party. I know the Chiefs games, like the Chiefs games are almost worth the money because of the party before and after in the parking lot. And it's like a 6 hour event. All the barbecue, because Kansas City is known around here for the barbecue. And because they mix a little bit of Austin with a little bit of the wet barbecue, so you can get a little bit of both usually. And it's a blast. And that's usually when they're nice. When they get in there into the stadium, then they become a-holes. I'm kind of embarrassed to Chiefs. I'm embarrassed to be being a Chiefs fan, honestly, compared to other Chiefs fans. They're kind of embarrassed. Understatement of the year. I don't know which part. There's a lot there, but probably. Yeah, I can never say anything when people talk crap about the Chiefs fans are awful, and I couldn't say anything. I'm like, yeah, most of them are. Down here, no one's a Chiefs fan, so all of a sudden they start winning. That's how it is everywhere. You know how it goes. Typical human nature, I guess. Mm-hmm. Do you resell Dory? I guess I don't know what I was saying. Are you a reseller or a creator? I don't know if I asked. Okay, yeah. Cool. I figured you must, or else who finds this interesting, right? That's why we find these lives somewhat interesting. Since 2018, cool. Wow. It's hard to do full time. It means you know what you're doing. That's cool. I've just been off and on since December 2018. I'd always collected kind of like Harry, and then I started doing like Harry, and just like I'll sell some stuff, and I can. I was buying mandolin lessons. Well, that's nice, tack two. I appreciate it. It's probably spamming. I bet. That was sweet of her. Yeah. Well, I'll stay on just a little bit longer. I was just going to stay on another 5 or 10 minutes. Then Scotland. I love that. Me and my buddy is his genes go back to Scotland. They had a Scottish style wedding. That was pretty neat. His brother had the Scottish style wedding. I appreciate you for joining. If you like reselling, then subscribe and check out how I sell on eBay. I know you can sell on eBay in Scotland. Georgina, Jill, and Zahir is awesome out of the UK. But thanks for joining. If it's not Scottish, it's crap. I don't want to do the accent because that's just rude. I'm from Missouri. I'll do that with my friends so I don't look like an a-hole. One of my favorite movies was So I Married an Axe Murderer. And yeah, I love that movie. I, I can't quote it because I'll just look like an idiot. SNL with Sean Connery. Yeah. Yes. Another wonderful comedy skit. What was it? The I don't want to say it live. I might have family put it up on their big screen. Exactly. But we think we know what it sounds like, and I know it's just terrible. So that's why I don't even want to be disrespectful because it would be. You're like, really? You think we sound like that? Because when people try to do like Missouri or whatever, we sound stupid, huh? You know, Mike Myers, yeah. Yeah, everybody was like Sean Connery. I like Roger Moore. He seemed believable as a actual spy. He didn't stand out, but he seemed smart and witty, and I don't know. He just seemed more believable to me. I mean, Sean Connery's cool and all, but he kind of stands out as a spy. You're not gonna. He looks like a CEO of a company. I don't know why I thought James Bond had to be believable, and it wasn't very believable in the first place. I was always that kid that tried to critique movies as a 10-year-old. Chiefs, you're not taking any views. I'm not giving any views. I'm a believer. I lived during Marty Ball. Hey, we got to the playoffs during Marty Ball. We got to the playoffs during Vermeil. We just never won. Kind of like Andy Reid. So Andy Reid decides that he can get through this. Like I said, being a Chiefs fan, I don't even know what to do if we actually won. What do we do when we win? How are we supposed to act? I'm used to be mad. Strange. Yeah, I like that Google's that SNL skit. Yeah, Mike Myers does a good accent. Yeah, I think he actually is. I think his. I don't want to say owned a video store for 20 years. Oh, so you're a connoisseur. I loved movies back in the day. Me and my buddy loved quoting them. 40,000 movies and games. Hey, they sold my flea market booth. Just sell them cheap. Yeah, you're right. He's Canadian. Birdie picker. True that. Hey, I just like the Chiefs this year because their defense is playing good. Everybody's like, well, their offense isn't as good. Well, they don't really have to be. Their defense was so bad last year; they had to play good. They don't have to do as much this year, and they prove that they can throw it out there when they need to. So I just like watching some good defense. I miss watching some freaking running the dang ball. I miss that. I mean, I like to watch Patrick Mahomes throw, but I was a lineman, and I know you probably don't believe it, but I was a lineman in high school, offensive guard. And when you're an offensive guard, you don't want to stand up and let someone run at you and back up. There's no fun in that. It's hard to block when you do that crap. So believe me, you'd rather move them forward, be able to use your leverage. At least in my opinion. I don't know. I'm sure everybody likes to watch passing more, but specialties and selling. I mainly I sell a lot of sports cards, and then I just a lot of usable stuff. So I sold a catcher's mitt. I sell some clothes here and there. Also, about anything if I know it's worth some money. And watching some of these good channels really showed you what you can sell. Do I war equal? Repent your evil ways. That's funny. It's cool to have so much great talent down there. I mean, anybody that's any good around here goes to Texas or Alabama, or we don't even get our own recruits. It's pretty sad.